fellow Schneider drivers, Friendly Bill coming at you. Wow. So I had my days off for Thanksgiving. I think all Schneider drivers got 3 days. That's what I got because I'm just a Schneider driver. Nothing special. Not an expert. Not a coach. Not a Viking. Just a Schneider driver. I had 3 days for Thanksgiving. It was awesome. And I've been on the road for 5 days. In 5 days, I went from Washington to Oregon, back to Washington to Idaho to Nevada to Arizona to Colorado to California. That's my 5 days. Super busy, lots of miles. My load that I'm on now was a 14-mile load in Los Angeles, so it took half the day. They're not all good loads. Some of them are crappy loads. That's how it is. They're not all home runs. Sometimes you got to do crappy loads. What is this video going to be about? Oh yes, 401k. Somebody asked me about Schneider's 401k, and I'm going to simplify it as much as I can. If I have missed information, or if you have additional information to add, please put it in the comments. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm just a driver. I know what I know, and I don't pretend to know more than that. So, when I started 4 years ago, Schneider was matching 6% of one's paycheck into the stock market, and Schneider would match it. So, for instance, if you make $1,000 in 1 week, 6% of that is $60. Schneider will match that. Now it's $120. 6%. If you make less, obviously it's less, but it's 6% that Schneider will match. You can put more in if you want, but Schneider will only match 6%. So when I saw that, I was like, they're matching 6%. That's free money. I'll put in 6% and not a penny more. Schneider matches every 6% that I put in, so it's doubled my money. The stock market, as we know, has peaks and valleys as it goes along, so I don't check it every day. I just get a statement from Wells Fargo once. I don't know how often it is. Once in a while I get and I think it's about up to 20,000, maybe less than that, but 4 years, 20 grand. So like 10,000 of that was mine. The other 10,000 was Schneider. So the 401k, as far as I understand it, Schneider will match 6%. You can put more in if you want, but and it goes into the stock market, and Schneider has this big printout of their portfolio of all the stocks, and some of them are high risk, most of them are safe bets, and it goes up and down. And I just let the money go in. I don't see it. It comes out automatically, and that's how it goes. As far as I know, that's the complete. That's how it encompasses the 401k. Like I said, if you have more information or additional information, please put it in the comments. Like I said, it's been a busy week. That's kind of how it is for an over-the-road truck driver. You drive and drive and drive and drive. You wake up and drive. You go to sleep and you wake up again and drive. You drive and drive. One other thing I want to touch on briefly is I learned manual transmissions, the 10 speeds, when I came in. I wanted to learn to shift the 10 speed. When I went to school, my CDL training was on a 10 speed. Schneider had 10 speeds. I came in, they said, you want automatic or a manual? And I said, I want a manual because I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn just in case, I ever have to or ever want to go to a company that has manual transmissions that I can go. So my first 2 trucks were manual transmissions. I drove for about 1.5 years, 2 years on manual, and then I moved out to Portland area, and they gave me an automatic. It was not a great truck. It kept breaking down and had electrical issues. So then they gave me this truck that I'm in now. This truck had 36 miles on it when I got it. It was brand new. Now it's got about 200,000 miles on it, and I've never had one single breakdown. This truck has been completely and totally awesome. I love this truck, and I'm happy to be in this truck. But yeah, it's got 200,000 miles on it, all of which are me. Yeah, so automatic versus manual, I like them both. Manual, you can get unstuck. This automatic truck has gotten stuck in some places that a manual would be able to get out. With the clutch and the rock in it, you can get out, but these automatics, you cannot. Also, these automatic trucks are very slow. You can stomp on the fuel rather, and floor it, and they just kind of really slow. So they're slow, and they get stuck. But you know, for new drivers with an automatic, you can really focus on your turns. You know, you're in heavy traffic and you're doing a button hook turn, you can really focus on the mirrors, and you got both hands on the wheel, and you can really focus on your turns. Whereas a new driver who's trying to, you know, and then they're shifting, and they're trying to learn to shift, and they're trying to turn, and it's just, oh my God, it's crazy. But like I said, I learned on a manual. I made it through. The automatic trucks are okay. The only issue I can see with automatics is that some people that have no mechanical prowess, have never shifted a vehicle, they have really little knowledge on driving, think that, oh, they have automatic trucks, I can drive a truck now. And they can physically drive the truck, but I think some people are getting in over their heads. So, you know, I'm not going to go into great detail about that, but I think, you know, I think everybody can drive a truck, but I don't necessarily think everybody should drive a truck. I think if you're new to trucking like I was, and you come in with the right attitude that you're gonna make it happen, and you're gonna be safe, and you're gonna go the extra mile for safety every single time for your first year and a half, you can make it. But if you are just kind of on the fence on whether you want to drive a truck at all, and you come in and you realize how hard it is, and the automatic isn't going to save you. Anyway, a short video. Friendly Bill. Catch you on the flip flop. Scooby Dop.